Okay, as we explained on the casting when we met in Milan 2 weeks ago, we have a series of techniques and ideas and concepts that we're going to be creating on this shooting. But with all of it, we're tailoring those ideas to the person and being led by you and your hair just as much as we are with the techniques. When was the last time you had colour on your hair?
The last time that I had color, it was a month
Yes.
before.
And you're quite dark naturally.
I'm actually dark brown, blonde, like the brown, it's like a mix. Yeah.
Okay. I sent you the references for your haircut. This kind of like layered, shorter, like curlier shape. We're going to be taking off quite a bit of hair around the face, around the cheekbones, layering much more, kind of keeping more of this length through the back. When that curl dries naturally and kind of springs up and moves, that's what is kind of, I guess, going to guide you or inspire you into where you're going to place different tones, right?
Exactly. She has a little grow out, which is maybe 5 millimeters right now, which we really like that it's bold and we want to keep that. And the rest of the hair, we want to push it in a little bit more like orange, vibrant orange.
Orange is quite a bold colour.
Yeah.
And it can easily work and it can easily not work. And I think the fact of, we all like that you've got the slightly darker root, and extending that darker root and having like a solid line so it just looks cool and it looks grown out and it looks like lived in. I think it's going to put like quite a unrealistic tone back into reality where it's going to just feel like wearable and cool and look much more real to life. And I think that with your natural curly haircut, just dried naturally, it's going to be like a really striking look, I think. I'm going to start the haircut in a second. When I've started to cut the hair, take some strand test, we test it, we check out the vibrancy, we check out the tone, and then we start to put the process and the plan together.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay? Amazing. Let's begin. For Alceste's haircut, I want to create a look which isn't a mullet, it isn't a bob, and it isn't a short haircut. It's something very bespoke and unique to her. I chose a razor for Alceste's haircut because I wanted a balance of diffusion but still structure. You achieve this by only moving the razor 1 centimeter maximum. The more you move a razor, the bigger distance it travels, the more diffusion you're going to get through your haircut. And for these curls, I felt this was the correct approach. It's important to develop your sensibility and instinct to when the hair is happy. A curl that flicks and moves in a nice way is happy with the shape that you've created. Take a step back and constantly assess if you're working with happy curls throughout the haircut. When you're cutting wavy or curly hair, you're not cutting to where the hair is, you're cutting to where the hair is going to be. This is as important as the technique you use is your ability and instinct to assess a shape and understand its contraction. I want the weight line through the side of Alceste's hair to sit just above her cheekbone. This is telling me the shortest length that I need to cut through the top of the head. I'm using vertical sections working towards the face and the scissors in a vertical position as I want to remove this length without creating any hard weight lines. Throughout the haircut, I'm always assessing the weight and fall. If I feel like something isn't working, I will go through using my scissors in a vertical position, slicing to remove weight while still keeping the perimeter structure intact. Through the back, I'm using a layering shape, leaving more of a longer perimeter length. I'm switching back to the razor because again, I want structure, but I want to leave a diffusion. Before I start to layer, I isolate the crown area a few inches above the occipital bone. Keep a good level of moisture throughout the haircut using a water spray or essential Day-Day hair mist. To connect the crown area, I'm going to work in spiral sections. I make sure that the longest part of the crown area is a little longer than the shortest part of the underneath. This is to make sure that all of the haircut melts together with no separation. When the haircut is finished, I go back through the shape using my hands and a wide tooth comb, understanding the curl and the fall and if the haircut is helping the hair sit in a happy way before passing over to colour.
To create a deeper, more defined root with a darker tone and a visible line, I'm gently pressing the brush towards the scalp, then lifting it up just before the transition into the lighter shade. I'm using the applicator bottle to speed up the application. I use my hands to make sure the color is applied throughout. Now the orange canvas is applied and we wait the next 20 minutes before we make the decision where we place those darker pieces.
Okay, so it looks great.
Yeah, I think so too.
Having mask at the root, making it much heavier, grown out, quite raw root, really makes a difference.
I used orange and 843 1-to-1 with 7 ball to get like this very pure tone.
We've got this nice dark root. We have the haircut that we've done now, removed the triangular shape. But she has all of this amazing movement here. It'd be nice to kind of accentuate, like not much, but just a little bit of shadow. Kind of as the light naturally hits here. What do you think about just deepening this?
Maybe leave that part out and just onto the eye and maybe the tip here.
Even if you place 3 pieces of shadow in, it's enough.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Great. I love it. I love it. I'm applying a darker color to add definition to highlight the haircut and the curls. If the haircut is previously done, it helps me a lot to understand where I can place the darker shade.
To begin with the styling, I apply the Beautiful Things Restoring Leave-In Mask before following with a combination of curl building serum and oil non-oil. This cocktail gives me shine, hold and moisture. I apply throughout the hair, then using my fingers and a wide tooth comb, I position the curls and waves into place, using some flat clips to secure. I use the diffuser with one hand behind my back so I'm not tempted to touch the hair before the cast of the curl has set.